Now we're recording. Even though it said it was recording. So welcome back to Factorio. And I think one of the things I'm going to do now is I really like this load and then the content and then the number system. So I'm going to pause the game, and when I come back, all these things, well, Daka is a map preference, so I'll leave that. But all of these, like Esperanto names and French names, no, it's all going. So, be back in a minute. We'll be back in a minute. Yes. And we're back in the game, and we can see we're under attack. It's this thing here. Oh, well, that's very annoying. It's a case of who's going to give up first? I mean, how long is that repair pack going to last is the question, really. And why didn't it just join its other buddies over here? But anyway, if we have a look at our is a train station, for example. I'm not sure what we're going to call this one yet. Unload coal free. So can I have a look at other train stations? For example, I'll say to this one, add a station. So we've got Eastern Expansion. Well, that's fine. That's for artillery. Load, artillery, blue circuits, coal, copper, green plate, copper plate. Now this was something I needed to do because it's like, yes, you've got copper ore coming in, but you've also got copper plate coming in, and you don't want to get those two mixed up, as I found out. So for example, we see we've got two loading places for iron plate. We've got that's a good point. I just let's make this a suitably hideous colour. If I make this purple like so. This is my personal conveyance, so I want you to take me to this one. Like so. And let's just watch that. So where's it going? Oh, interesting. Rather than going that way, it's going this way. I don't know why. But the thing is with the train network is if a stretch of rail is blocked, it will try and go any alternate route if possible. So it's just going straight up through the Bodge Master 3000 system. Which is an excellent adapter I built to use two different track gauges so that would be compatible with one another. And so this is train stop load iron plate 1. Okay, so I want you to go to load iron plate 2 because it seems like I need reminding. Add weight condition, time passed. So it doesn't immediately stop. So going to iron plate load 2 because I seem to have forgotten making these. Is this as fast as a helicopter? I mean, it is faster. I mean, it does 300 kilometers an hour as opposed to 275. But a helicopter goes in a straight line, smallest available straight line, if you program in the correct map coordinates of the helicopter. And so this is iron load 2, which is, oh yeah, it's over here. And have I got an unload iron plates 1. Okay. I'm going to add both of those. I think this train station needs to be called iron plates 2, like so. Let's just have it zoom off again. Having watched some more videos on people making mega bases, it seems what you do is you have small bases scattered throughout rather than one large base, and in each of those bases you have it focus on producing one intermediate product. Like you'll have a base just for advanced circuits, a base just for blue circuits, and then the idea is that eventually you'll have a base where, all right, so this one's iron plate 1. Oh no, it should not be called iron plate, it should be called iron, and that's part 1. There we go. And this seems to be waiting to go here, and it's unable to go because there is a queue, and I don't want you to go to unload iron plate, no, and you don't need to double that up, so load iron 2, unload iron 2. And it's just unloading iron ore, so we'll have load iron 2 as before, empty cargo, and then unload iron 1 and wait until empty cargo. But this is load, no, so change that condition to full cargo, like so. And it seems we have a blockage here, so the unload is going to be time passed, or 30 seconds past that, be more than enough time. So we'll do the same with this one, add a wait condition, time passed, or 30 seconds, whichever happens sooner. And likewise in this one, wait until time has passed. There we see this one carrying iron ore is able to go on its way. So this came from station, it was somewhere over here, that's it. Unload coal free, we're calling it. I want you to go to unload coal free. Unload coal free. And just stay there. I'm just going to disembark here. And these ones are, well, it's able to go on its way. As you can see, there's a danger of iron ore collecting here, so I'm going to pick this up by hand. Like so. And do the same here. And I'm not going to get annoyed with that mod, although it is getting uninstalled on the next playthrough. Not annoyed with it, I've just transcended the need to have a honk. That would be good if you had like 1 or 2 trains. Yeah, and then put that there. Now I can start offloading again. Okay, so that's all good. But let's see if I can get that train again. So, come to unload iron plate 1, and I'll add a wait condition of time passed, and we'll make it 3 seconds. I think that'll be sufficient. The idea being I'll be able to embark upon that train. Yeah. So that's the first stage. The first stage is in having a train network which has got trains, and apart from the artillery, they've all got nice logical names for the trains. Oh no. somehow some iron ore still managed to get inside. Well then, that's taken away. And here's our little purple. Oh, I managed to survive that because this doesn't have much mass relative to some of the others. So you just go back to where you are. And this one goes like so. And it waits there 3 seconds. So I'm going to delete that stop because I don't want it travelling anymore. And whilst it does that, I'm going to concrete this area. Like so. I don't think concreting has any effect on the train tracks, but other vehicles, oh no, it wouldn't, no, because the trains are running on steel railings, whereas other vehicles, the road surface makes a difference. If we look at fuel, I think that's still using its nuclear fuel rod from the last video. Rightio. So I think we can put some wagons back on that. Where are wagons? Here's cargo wagons. And yet somehow this has been misaligned just by 1. Grid, please. Yep, it is misaligned by 1. That's annoying. Copy. Ah, yeah, sorry. I'm hesitating because I'm thinking, what part do I want to copy? Put that in there, like so. And now deconstruct. Deconstruct that much. Deconstruct that. Like so. None of that, please. There we go. It seems that, not that it seems, it is, I should say, that when using a blueprint that has trains in it, it's got a granularity of 2, whereas other ones have a granularity of 1. And that's why there was a misalignment, because it wasn't in the same alignment. So it's very frustrating, I would say. But anyway, we've done that. So now we can go like so. Do that. Do that. That. And we'll do that little Weasley bit there just to fit around this big electric pole, as it's called. So let's organise a thing. We'll go from load coal. I've only got load oil. We haven't yet done this station. Let's take one of the loading things, because for one of these sites we don't need a vast warehouse complex. That's just some excessive thing I do for fun. Like so. But look, see, that too is having its granularity. How annoying. So this also is loading, but we got 8 there and we got 8 there, so let's put it in like so, and then we'll delete the one on the other side. Also pick up that, please. So we got to wait for some trains to fly in there and to name this station. Although it's going to be called train stop load 8 lanes back. What if I said to this, can I add a temporary station? Go there. Wait for 120 seconds to have passed, please. Actually, no, I can add another thing. Full cargo. So it'll never go until the cargo is full. Right, so our train will patiently wait there whilst things happen. So let's make things happen. First of all, about balancer. The more advanced thinky stuff, when do I want to do that? I don't really want to do it in this video. I think I'll make it a short one. Yes, I will. I'll make it a short one. I'm just looking at the playtime. I wonder if someone's going to downvote this or something and say, this is rubbish. I expect 4-hour streams of you playing Factorio. What do you call this? I want my money back. Yeah, that's going to happen. I'll just do that, and then I can say, okay, you follow this line, and you follow that. Like so. And unfortunately this one is going to feature, yes, that's a problem. Boo! I can only put 3 lines in there. Okay, here we go. Put everything up to there. Copy a bit more. Okay. So let me think. This one can go here. Yeah. This one shall go here. That's as far as these can go. Next one goes here like so. And the final one goes there. Right. So now do the following. Shut up! This is the problem with going, oh, I'm lonely, I should be sociable. I only want to be sociable in moderation. Why don't I just put my phone on silent? That's not a bad idea. So this one, rename it to, well, it's already got load, that's good, I like that. Load, coal, and this should be free, like so. So we'll add a station, load, coal, free, full cargo. Go there now. Delete that one. You know what? I like the purple. It is completely unnecessary. What's this? A slightly damaged steel chest? Yeah. Oh, here we go. Well, I'm very pleased to see that the construction robots used damaged items that are available in the storage, logistic storage, and that such things can be repaired. Very good. Oh yeah, but now we have to contend with this. Let's just contend with this, shall we? And as I'm no longer concerned about efficiency or waste of resources because they've become effectively infinite. Am I right? Are they effectively infinite? I'm going to say they are. That one can't go there. So I need to do it much further, like so. There. Control Z. Here. Like so. And now let's bring all of these down. Magic up some more belts, please. Well, I seem to have picked some of those up. I don't need them. Let's check if this is going to be correct. Yes, this will work. So. Like so, and then finally that's that done. Right, so the construction robot's going to come in and they're going to fill that. I don't know what they're doing there. So I'm just going to fill in the bits which I can see what they're doing. Oh yeah, it's still got this bit to do. No, that won't work. No. What about here? Yep, this one will work. There. And let's have a look at this. This is taking a 1 and turning it into a 6. and these are all loading in waves, because this will only when it picks up 12, that's when it swings over. Yeah, that's working all right. Now I see 24, 36, 48, there, just like that. And we see here all of this is moving nicely along, and that's all marvellous. That's doing exactly what we want. Let's go back here and see how long here's that train. Didn't take too long for you, did you? Unload. Wait until you have empty cargo. That's why it didn't take long. 280, 300. Now, in theory, I could be a bit more direct if I did that, but it doesn't need to be more so. And that's offloading into there. Nice and quick. And then these lines are going into the compressor. And there we go. That's 4. It's only half compressed until this bit comes in. And then we see it's slightly more compressed. And there we go. Now it's nice and full. So it's coming into there, which that's absolutely chock-a-block full. And if we come into here, we see that these oil refineries are full. They're full of petroleum oil. So the nice thing about having loads of petrol and loads of coal in the same place is we can, if we wanted to, have a place that makes plastics. Much like our facility somewhere over here, yep. So if I wanted to, I could get rid of this facility. But let's not do that just yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5th one for luck. Offload all of those. Then we can decommission this facility because it's a bit cramped. I don't like it. That's very good. We can see this bit is it starting to, I think it's starting to get a bit better. Yeah, that's going to work nicely. As we can see here, it always prefers the left-hand side of the belts, and that is actually a feature of the game. I don't know why, but those are the brakes. Break it up, break it up, break it down. And they're just going to fill up really quickly, pretty soon. Oil load through, yep, helicopter. Oh yeah, I can put in some of those. Well, can't really, that's as much as goes in. We can see here, this is not fully compressed. Or is it? Looks pretty compressed to me. So see the train coming in, we got sort of between 900 and 888, 912 now. Has that train just flown off? Yeah, it's just coming back. Alrighty. So these are here. Let's see. Load oil 5, unload oil 2, and this one is, oh yeah. And again, nothing really is happening here because this petroleum's not being used. We could have a crack at some of that fusion stuff. That sounds like fun. We got like an electric boiler. That's part of it. An electrolyzer. Could use an electric boiler. Allow separating heavy water from normal water. Ah. Okay, so if I put one here. Yep. I see. So choose that recipe, and we get 2 inputs for water, 1 output for steam, 1 output for that. And steam, I suppose, could be used in. Does it say? Let's not do it here because here's a bit cramped. Is there somewhere better I could do it? This coastline? Shall I do it there? Or what about here? No. Here? This is pretty undeveloped. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and this train station's not being used. Load. And 2. Like so. So that area is pretty undeveloped. If we do it though, I want nearby landfill. So I'll just do one like that and say have 4,800. 4,800, that's as much as you can carry, like so. And I don't need you here, so I'm just going to cut that immediately and place it here, like so. Now let's have a look. Are those storage chests finished yet? Well, some of them are there, but not all. Well, that's good enough. Some of that plastic is being used, but not all of it. I won't deconstruct it just yet. Because this station, not that station. No, in fact, we can see there's a problem with. I just can't really fit more in here. It's getting too constrained. So we're going to have, at some point, no need for this bus facility anymore. So that will go. Not at that stage yet, but will be at some point. What's that lacking? Why is it not producing? It's not producing because it's not got any depleted uranium. Oh dear. I thought we'd sorted this out. 2.2. That's not doing it. Oh. It's not working because it's got the maximum it says it should have. Alright, helicopter time. And do I have anything near the uranium site? I don't. So I'll just call it uranium processing. Processing, yep. Let's give it an icon. That one. You wanted to land, but now's not yet the time. Oh. Go to that one. So whilst I'm doing that, let's have a look where. I thought I put a buffer chest here somewhere. Buffer chest. Oh well, it's not there yet, but it will be there. And I don't want the plastic facility here anymore, so I'm going to get rid of it. I've decided that that will be done now. Let's get rid of all of that. Get rid of that. Like so. Yep. Zip, zap, zoop. Then I'll just do a request to chest to say, yes, please, please put plastic bars here. Just don't need any of those. Deconstruct that bit. Deconstruct that. Deconstruct that. Deconstruct that. That. And it goes to there. Which is coming in from that facility, which I think also ought to be deconstructed anyway. So here I am, and here I go, flying off again. The problem with this Coverex enrichment is that eventually all the uranium-238 will be turned into that, so I don't want you to have a condition, so I'm just going to get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, and copy, like so, like so, and like so. But nothing's happening because there's not enough uranium-238. And this is not offloading, because it just can't. So I'll do that. That there, and that there, and things will start to flow again. There we go. Just deconstruct those bits. Put it there. And put that there. Those logistic robots wanted to go there and pick it up, but they weren't allowed. So what do I do if I want a dedicated facility just to make uranium-238? Well, I'm going to need some centrifuges. Put some here, like so, yeah. Copy that recipe, like so. And put some of those in there. Yeah. Like that. Copy these over because we want it to be nice and fast. Like that. Alright, but where's that going to offload to? Ram that there like so. Yes, this will work. Alright, so now, I don't need those. Put one there. Like that. And then we'll have a request chest. Oh yeah, but that's going to pull from there as well, isn't it? That's alright. I think with this we can say that if it really... I mean, look, for every 993 pieces of uranium-238, there's going to be 7 pieces of uranium-235. So it's going to take it. It's going to take it a long time before we even get 100 pieces in there. So this is just happily keep on doing that, and let's put some more modules in like so. And that's speeding this all up. And it does produce some, but it won't produce many, and that's what we're counting on. So this will be our uranium-238 production facility, which is better than no uranium-238. This bit here is filling up with uranium-235. In fact, as that one's, it's not nearly full. Ah, there's nothing in the logistics storage. Okay, we need to fix that then. Yeah, otherwise we won't be producing many thingies, will we? Now, one of the things I've been trying to do with this is to minimise the travel distance of everything. The less these logistic robots have to travel, the better. Oh no, there's some iron ore managed to get there, but there it is. Just take that. So this is no longer a buffer warehouse, it's going to be a passive provider warehouse, because it absorbed all the iron from the system. Now I see it picking up. Likewise, that's no longer going to be a buffer storehouse, it's going to be passive provider. And that's going to be passive provider. And hopefully the storage network shouldn't get contaminated with those things. Fingers crossed. That's okay to act as a buffer. No, we'll make it a passive provider from now on. We can see the construction robots, they're very busy deconstructing, deconstructing all of that. And they're going to the already existing storage warehouses rather than using the purpose-built warehouses I built for them, because they are arseholes and they hate me and they don't understand what I'm trying to do here. It's something clever and logical. And oh look, there's the buffer chest. Still needs firewood on its way. So this construction robot's going to be busy for a while. But yeah, I think to myself, I don't like the idea of a mega base filled up with billions of solar panels. One, for a start, because my solar facility is just that, which, let's face it, is a bit rubbish. It is a bit rubbish. But on the other hand, I just think to myself, I can understand why people say, yeah, you want to use solar panels because it results in less units per second. As we see now, it's down to 34, but I imagine that's because all of those construction robots, how many is it? We have got approximately nearly 40,000 in flight at the moment, and it's creating a bit of a strain on the processor. If I go to my task manager, let's have a look. Factorio is using 15% of my available processing power, and it's using 2 gigabytes of RAM. I even upgraded the amount of RAM I had. I have 32 gigabytes because I thought, this isn't going to be sufficient anymore to do what it is I'm trying to do. So just put that there, put that there. Can I make these more productive? Can't make them more productive, but I can make them faster. Seems unusual that I've got 5 of those and that, but Oh no, this wasn't my design, this was somebody else's design, that's it. I just thought, oh, seems unusual, but we'll just go with it. Oh. How's that supposed to work then? Slowly is the answer. That's how it's supposed to work. Now, speed models don't really help because of these blue inserters. Do that make a difference? There we go. That seems to be improving production slightly. It's one of those I guess it will do situations. There's nothing hurting us from having a bit more solar powers. Yes, let's have a bit more solar powers then. Oh, that's right. We deconstruct certain parts. Construction robots are still busy, so let's not do it just yet. Have a look. Now they're coming to use this. $115, $116. Yep, they're going to be busy for a while. As you can see, there's a queue forming there to use those roboports, so they're going to the next available roboport until there's such a point where it's like, the queue's too big there, I'm going to go to another one. I'm going to go to another one. As you can see, 3.8 gigawatts, 792 megawatts used by our roboports. None of this is building my new coastline, nor is it building the thing I wanted to build here. Shall we pause it for a while? Let's have a look. What do you think? Is this going to be good content? No, it's not, so let's pause it. So I'm pausing it here, and the reason for that is this one's been not completely filled up, neither is that one. However, if you look here, you can see these roboports are completely saturated, and I suspect that's why they haven't completely unloaded here. So they're now going down further south. Now if I look here, we can see that a warehouse has 1800 storage stacks, passive provider 1800, but a storage warehouse has a magic extra 200 storage stack space. So you can in fact use storage warehouses to store more. I think that's an interesting caveat. Yes. So as you can see, construction robots are still busy, and they're coming down here. Well, these ones are coming back up, but you see they're all going there, and they're going, nope, that's all full, carry on to the next one. They're avoiding this one for whatever reason, but they're all going down here, and actually I've forgotten that, yes, turns out you did have an extra one there, so they're going to deliver 17,000 to that part. Right, so let's pause it there. I got bored with waiting, so I've decided to take some of the plastic bars myself and have them in my trash inventory slots. So hopefully this will fix matters. Or, well, I say fix, it will ameliorate, because now we got some logistic robots, not many, but we got some flying up to come and offload that. And where they're going to offload, who knows, but this will just help out the construction robots. So you see there, just can't offload any of this stuff though. Full trash slots. We look in this warehouse, we see. Now if we look here, the construction robots, they're starting to fly back into their bases. That's very good. There's some good logistic robots. There's a bunch of them. It's just trying my best to help things along. Offload those, offload those, offload that and that. No, I need those offshore pumps, I've decided. Don't want those. Probably need chemical plants, don't need the centrifuge anymore. I kept thinking to myself, why would you use an electric boiler when you can use conventional boiler? And apart from the fact that you can't tell what recipe you want it to do, I suppose the idea of boiling water, I imagine the heavy water has a slightly higher boiling point. So if you very precisely have the boiling point set right, most of what will come out is normal water made from protium or hydrogen or dihydrogen monoxide, but occasionally there's dihydrogen monoxide, yeah, that's water. But occasionally there'll be dideuterium or monoxide, or what would it be if it was one deuterium and one protium? Monodeuterium, monohydrogen monoxide. I think that's it. But anyway, that doesn't really matter for what we're trying to do. Let's just get rid of things we don't need. Some of those, some of that, a bit of this and that. Don't need all these things. Don't need those. I'll keep a hold of some of that. Don't need 100 copper plates, so you can have that too. Right, take some of that. That should keep the logistic robots busy. Or at the very least, about 2,000 of them. But we can see more and more now that the construction robots are flying back in place, and that's because there's 7,500 in there. There's just under 2,000 in here. So we only need 8,000 construction robots. As you can see here, we've got more than 8,000 in flight, but that's because we've got all these hundreds, if not thousands, and all these roboports just waiting for their turn to recharge. Fly to one of these storage depots. In fact, whilst it's doing that, I can cut out the middleman, can't I? Just do that, yeah. Of course, this will interfere with the construction robots going like, oh, you did that, now we're going to have to go somewhere else to do all that. Whoops. That's okay. Let's do that. And that's it. That's all the construction robots done. Right, so helicopter, come pick us up, would you? Still going down here. Yeah, they're going to be busy for a while. I know that's good. There's my helicopter. Oh, and it's complaining about lack of fuel. So I do that. Now it's got plenty of fuel again. It'd be nice if it could automatically put fuel from the trunk into the fuel hold. It'd be nice if vehicles in Factorio could use liquid fuel as well. this area here is fairly quiet, so this is going to be the site of our fusion reactors, or at the very least refining for deuterium. So I don't know how big. Well, I imagine when I've got proper fusion research done, it's so where I can just turn fuel into electricity. That'd be great. Anyway. I think it was here. That had a buffer chest. And this looks like a likely spot for it. Let's go up here. Oh, and of course, I bump into something. Like so. Eventually when that fills in, this will be able to be reconnected. Oh, it was up here. Okay. Yeah, I'll just keep on doing that then. Oh, we've still got some logistic robots diligently chasing after me to pick up the last bits of plastic bar. And now some stone brick. Oh, it's just stones, I should say. Likewise, these are doing the same because it costs them... I wonder if, when they go into the robopods, if they're fully charged or not. I think that'd be a prerequisite, but I could be wrong. But anyway, here comes a big bunch. Come on, logistic robots. If we have a look here, well, the roboports have gone up to about 800 megawatts per power. So we'll go in the last hour, have a look. Roboports are green, so at their peak they were using about 1 gigawatt. But that was back a while ago. That must have been, I don't know. We can see it's steadily increased for a bit. And there's our steam turbine, and there's our solar panels. There's steam engines. What I'm really hoping with this mod is that you don't just need to export steam into a steam turbine, but you can just off-gas steam in a vent or chimney of some sort. Just say, no, we don't need you. Just please keep on processing this and just giving me heavy water. I mean, let's have a look at this. That's doing drips and drabs again. Oh well, there's always a big sort of push in the initial bit, and then it sort of peters out a bit, as it were. They're going to be waiting a while. That should make things better. Look at that. That all looks nice. That's going to recharge now. Be nice if its consumption was greater than 4 megawatts. But then again, I guess it does charge fast enough. You can see there, most of the construction ropes come back. There's about 4,000 in use. So if I have a look, is it here? Yeah, it's around about here. So we still got, this must be where most of that 4,000 is. And they're going to be busy for a while, but that's okay. They're just doing their job. Yeah, I'd like to extend this out a bit. Yeah. Alright, let's use that as the reference point. So first of all, we'll do trees, rocks only. So I don't bump into anything I don't want to bump into. Like so. Now that's done, we'll use that as the furthermost extent. Like that. Oh, that's what I like to see. Now, as they're so rapid in doing that bit, why can't they do the same for here? Hey, you missed a spot. Why? Why did they do that? I hope that's not an ineffable question. But anyway, there's the that, and it's, well, that's okay. We haven't used all of the landfill, which is good. So let's get some concrete in this area. like so. Okay, so now let's get yeah, got some of those. An electric boiler. Like so. Choose the recipe. So water comes in those two sides. Steam comes out there, heavy water there. Put a reservoir there. And a reservoir there. I can't put any modules in it to speed it up. So that's 100 degrees steam. Okay. What about the steam turbine? Consumption of 60 a second compared to that which is consumption of 30 a second. So that consumes twice as much. Would it run on? Yep, seems to be running. Wow, this is going to take some time, isn't it? So, let's just copy this recipe. Oh, interesting. Heavy water at 100 degrees. Alright, so what do you do with heavy water? Hydrogen sulfide gas. Right. Oh yeah, that makes this bit more efficient. But in order to do that, I'm going to need some sulfur. So, can we get a... We'll need a train network. Yeah. Might as well landfill this area. Like so. Put the logistic filter on, we can see that it will go up to a certain point and then no more. So let's have a look. We got electric boiler and electrolyzer. Electrolyzes heavy water into pure deuterium and oxygen. Alright. So build one of those and put it there. Deuterium gas. And the pipe into that side. Yep. Don't need that one there then. There we go. So what little heavy water we got is now turning into deuterium gas, and then oxygen's just being off-gassed into the atmosphere. Alright, and what's this consuming? Well, they're consuming a fair bit, 2 megawatts of power. And it can't do any more there, so... Yeah, this is my concern with it. It's just what do you do with all this gas? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I need a bit more on those. Let's just copy that. Put another chain, what, here? Yeah. Then I'll deconstruct that, like so. There's my turbines. So what's this recipe again? The recipe is that. So 5 seconds, it's going to make 199 steam. So I've got 12 of those. Alright, let's get the calculator up. No, 12 times 200 is 2400. minus 12 is 1188. So it's making 1188 steam every 5 seconds. 1188. Calculator. 11. First of all, let's make sure my calculations are correct. 2388. Oh. Alright. And then divide that by 60. We need 30, so in fact we need 40 of these, so we've got 6, 12, 18, 24. We need 40. Redesign all this then. Yes, redesign. What's there? Yeah. Clean this area for me, please. And we want to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. And then the substation's got to go somewhere. Six there, 6 there. So that's 12. Is that really 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, it's 12. Okay. Another 10 of those. So that's 36. Oh, good. The plasma froze finished. Now we needed 40. So, well, there's 40. But this is going to be 48. Like so. So there's a block of 48. Do we have a pump? Don't need those. Don't need those. A pump. There's a pump. Oh yeah, they'll need to be connected. Like so. 199 steam is effectively 200 for terms of calculation. So 200 every 5 seconds. Is 200 over 5 seconds. Come on, how many times does 5 go into 200? If it was 10, it'd go 20 times. So that's 40 times. So that means every second I can count on 40 steam. Bit of a nuisance. If it was 30 steam every second, you'd say, oh yeah, for every electric boiler I could just have one steam engine and that'll work. Can't do that. And it can't be a steam turbine because that's 60. But 2 boilers is 80 a second. No, that doesn't go into 60. 2 turbines is 120. No, so 3 boilers for 2 turbines. Right. So we've got 8 there, which aren't going to get filled. So 8 there, and they're not getting filled. Rightio. So 8 will consume 60 times 8. If it was 10, it would be 600 minus 120 is 500, 480. Calculate that. 8 times 60 is 480, yep. And divide that by 40. 12. So I can do an additional 12 of these electric boilers. Rightio, let's get an additional 12 of these electric boilers then. Brr. Oh. Right, so an additional 12. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, there's 6. That will be 12. Put one there. Like so. Let's fill in the gaps. Like that. And speaking of filling in the gaps, I espy a gap in my concrete. Speaking of gaps, what we got here looking a bit better. Well, I would expect to see a lot more of these turning on. not turning on exactly, but have I got this right? Okay, so I know it's slightly off because it's 199 steam, which means you got, when you divide that by 5, I mean you got 39.99 something. But yeah, so that's producing 40 steam every second. My calculations are correct, so don't know what to say really. The only important thing is that we've now got 343 deuterium gas. Great. So this bit will come along. Ah, there we go. All the steam's just offloaded. There's our... I'm going to put some lights around this so I know. Here be my thing. That'll make it easy to spot if I ever need to deconstruct it. So have a look now. Where's our electric boiler? So we've got 24 of those, yeah. So 24, 24, which produces 199 steam. There's 24 of them. Divide by, first of all, let's get that number, yeah. And then if I divide that by 5, that's producing 955.2 steam a second. Which I divide that by 60, 15.92. Have I went wrong in my calculations somewhere? So, that number I accept is correct. That's how much steam is being produced every 5 seconds. Divided by 5, that is correct. So according to this, 15.92, so I only need 16. Alright, so in other words, when all 24 of those fire up, let's just fill in those bits. Yeah. Now that's all offloading. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I think it is doing. We've got 48 there, so 48 minus, no, minus 16, 32. So in theory, I can support another 2 lots of this. Okay. Alright, how do I want to do that? I think I want to make a small thing like so. Do that. Oh, actually, I will need that bit if I'm going to go to there. See how we'll do that. And I'm going to copy this blueprint 2 more times. There's only 696 there because of course it's busy doing what's going to become my next train station. Speaking of which, yeah. So it seems the main priority is they were going to go up there and then they've stopped. And they're taking all that landfill away. Where are you going with that landfill and why? Why are you going over there? Did I say you could go over there? What are you doing? I mean, they all seem to be flying in one direction, which leads me to suspect that... was it? What is over there? Come on. Let's figure it out. Ten turrets are engaged with the enemy. Well, that's good. They can continue to be engaged with them. They all went there. That's great. Just let a friend know that I will be there at the agreed upon time. Let's copy all of that. Like so. Invert it to like that. We just got to wait for the landfill to come in. Because a whole chunk got taken away, cruelly, without my consent. So all this drips and drabs landfills to come from the main base. And it's coming in drips and drabs because, of course, once they run out of power, they have to recharge. How frustrating. Oh, really? I mean, that's why we have a buffer chest. And then they're just like, no, I'm just going to grab a whole bunch out of the buffer chest, and then without explanation, I'm going to bugger off. I don't know why they do that. I really don't. At least they're filling in that corner there, which is of no use to me. I suppose I could put this on another bit of coastline, like so. But look at that, I've got things in the way. Wow, how annoying. Alright, I'm going to cut you out, I'm going to put you there, and do a similar thing over there. Oh, this won't line up. No. Oh, well, that's crap. Okay. Have a look here. Got set to make our first 1,000 units of... Wow, it's not even that really, is it? How frustrating. So rather than having the rapid landfilling from our buffer, because it wasn't there at the time, the construction robots have brought it all the way in from our landfill facility here, and then they've said to the local construction robots, don't worry about it, we'll get there in time, because it's not as if, you know, time is an issue or anything. Oh no. And that's not going to copy what I want. So let's try that again. Yeah, I'm just going to have the pump in it and all. So I'll do that. And that's correct. And that bit's filled up, so we can do the same over here and put the grid on, like so. And just keeping an eye on the time. I thought this is going to be, well, this will be a short one because we'll be finishing in about 15 minutes due to constraints. Yeah. No, I need a bridge so I can actually get there. Like so. Except I don't like that bit. Let's get rid of that. No, don't need you. And likewise we'll have a bridge here. Now how's power going to get over? Like so. And let's make sure it's all going one way. There we go, it's all going to go one way. Now it just needs water to come into this, so it's going to need offshore pumps, which are hopefully being made. I think it will be in the hub somewhere. Do you make offshore pumps? Or you're making bits for nuclear power, so I'd like to assume that you're making those parts. you're making that, but no offshore. Oh my god, so the pumps have to be made by hand? Very well, they should be made by hand. Right, so there we go. We not got an output for the heavy water in these systems, but that doesn't matter. All that matters is that the steam go off. If I look here, here's our steam. And if I come here, all 48 of these should be used, but it seems they're not all being used. What's going on? I don't know. Is it because the steam's at 100 degrees? I don't know. Really the mod author should be explaining himself. According to my calculations, this is all correct. I mean, 199 steam every 5 seconds means 40 steam every second, which means 3 of these can feed 2 of those, and I've got 48 there. So 48 of those, hang on, 48, I can do this, 48 divided by 2, so there's 24 of that, 2 of those can feed 3 of those, so that's 36, and do I have 36 of these boilers? I think I do, except some of them, their steam's not being outputted, so let's go fault find that. Steam there's full, yeah. It's coming here, it's coming here, it's coming here. And that steam is filling up as well. Ah. Well, there's a lot of steam. So let's try and make that a bit better. There, now the steam can offload in all directions. And still see some there that they're struggling to offload it, aren't they? They're struggling, so put it there. That should help along with that. Oh yes, we've got issues there. Just do that. And that. There, now we've got 72 boilers, which is 2 lots of 36, going into 48, and so 48 of those, that's 2. What's the maths I'm trying to look for here? 48 of those, if I times that by 1.5, 48 times 1.5, no, I need a calculator for that. I don't think it's 72. 48 times 1.5, 72, so no, I have got it correct. And to me, this seems to be about right. The only thing is, this won't consume, it's not consuming 60 units of steam every second. Because if we can see here, it's not demanding that much power. So eventually these are going to all reach a state where where more steam is coming in than what's needed. Yeah. And out of curiosity, 72 of those, 72, maximum power output of 5.8. 5.8 times 72 equals 417.6. Okay, yeah. And what's the power consumption on these electric boilers? It's 86.4. So that won't consume enough. What's the consumption on that? 2 megawatts. Well, that's hardly anything, is it? So the electric boilers will actually that's a okay. Whoever made this mod, I think you need to sort of ask yourself, am I doing this right? Because effectively you've created over unity there. These electric boilers will provide more they'll provide more power than what it takes to boil the water with electricity. When you consider that a generator can only ever be 81% efficient, I don't know why it's 81% efficient, but that's the number told to me. And I assume these boilers, I mean, can you get 100% efficiency in a boiler? You're converting 100% of the power you put into it into heat. And I suppose you could say an infinitesimal amount, like a millionth of a percentage is turning into noise. But effectively it's 100%. So really there should be losses there. This should only ever be able to provide 80% of the power it needs, and this is providing hang on, 400 divided by 80. It's providing 5 times over unity. Congratulations, you create perpetual motion. Who needs to do fusion when you can just get an electric boiler? It'll make more power than what you put in. Oh, that's great. I love that. And I think on that note, we're going to end this episode of Further Adventures in Factorio. Thank you for watching, and we'll try and get further with this bloody fusion racket malarkey. Sunny Jim, Bob, Sunny Jim, and then we're going to fill in those areas as well. Yep. Bye.